Everybody keeps telling you that Boruto is trash, but nobody told you. The Shinju problem stopped being Konoha's problem a long time ago. Let's break it down. Last time we left off, Shikamaru figured out what everybody else couldn't because omnipotence changed memories, not common sense. Boruto escaped. The elders are furious. And Kankuro just called with terrible news. Because somebody in the Sand Village got turned into a tree. And trust me, it gets worse. Now remember, Naruto Uzumaki is Gaara's closest friend. His best friend. So when the news spread that Naruto's son boomed Naruto, Gaara never stopped looking for answers. Not once. Because whether it was true or not, something about the situation never sat right with him. So for years, he kept searching, following leads, tracking information, trying to find Boruto. And eventually, he did. The problem, Boruto's last known location just so happened to be the worst possible place on Earth. The Shinju hideout. Have mercy. Now imagine pulling up looking for Boruto, and instead you find Jiraiya and friends. Then turn around immediately. Unfortunately, Gaara didn't get that option because things went bad fast. Gaara's team gets overwhelmed. The Shinju are stronger than expected. This is not what they came here for. And before anybody can regroup, Gaara gets drilled. Hole in the body. Critical damage. Everything. These Shinju don't play. Everybody keeps getting Swiss cheesed. And suddenly, the mission changes. Because now it's not about winning. It's about surviving. But that's when Shinki does something incredible. Because just like Gaara would sacrifice himself for the next generation, Shinki was ready to do the same. He believed Gaara was still essential. Still needed. Still too important to lose. So he uses his iron sand and creates a sealed container and locks Gaara inside. Still Swiss cheesed, mind you. Protecting him from everything around them. Good news. Gaara survives. For now. The bad news. Shinki doesn't. At all. Because before he can escape, he gets bitten. And just like that, the new Shinju is born. Ryu. Have mercy. And just like that, the Sand Village lost one of their strongest future shinobi and their Kazekage. Not because they were weak, but because the Shinju keep evolving. And this right here is when everybody should have realized this situation is getting out of control. Because this isn't Naruto's family anymore. This isn't Boruto's problem anymore. This isn't even Konoha's problem anymore. The Shinju are spreading! Village to village! Nation to nation! And they're only getting stronger! Meanwhile, back at the hideout, Code finally decides to remind everybody who's boss. At least, that's what he thought was happening. Because Code is still lurking around like he owns the place. Like these are still his monsters. Like he still has authority. Then Ryu exposes him. And Jura hits him with, oh, it's just Code. But disrespect! And somehow, it gets worse. Because Code starts asking questions. Trying to remind them that they work for him. He even tried teaching Jura a lesson. We all know how much Jura likes learning. Jura wasn't hearing none of it. Matter of fact, Gang took his arm, just snatched it. Have mercy! Then looked him dead in the eyes and said, your life kinda sucks. Somebody say it with me. Have mercy! I'm paraphrasing, but not by much. And Jura hit him with the ultimate disrespect. Because instead of taking Code's orders, he hits him with the Uno reverse. Gives Code the same mission that he was screaming about in the first place. Go boom Boruto. And maybe I'll reward you with the chakra fruit. And somehow, Code agrees. The allegations are never leaving. Meanwhile, Boruto and Kawaki have a much-needed conversation. And let's just say, Boruto wasn't really impressed. Because according to Boruto, Kawaki hasn't really solved anything. Hasn't really figured anything out. Hasn't gotten any stronger. But before leaving, Boruto drops a very important piece of information. Go talk to Amado. That's it. No explanation needed. No details. Just a warning. And trust me, that conversation is going to change everything. Because while Boruto was warning Kawaki, while Code was getting bullied, Kashin, Koji, and Shikamaru were already making their next move. Because the war against the Shinju, it's already started. Konoha and the world are running out of time. And trust me, next part, the counterattack begins. And it goes wrong immediately.